Lead the Way, a podcast for school leaders with author, speaker, and educator, Dr. Bill Ziegler.
Welcome, everyone, to the first episode of Lead the Way on the new hashtag Apple Ed Leaders. Apple Ed Leaders is a hashtag to bring together leaders from around the world who use Apple products to inspire students to do amazing things, to get kids to become creators, designers, publishers, and problem solvers. And I'm here with a very special principal today from an Apple Distinguished School in Fort Myers, Florida, Dr. Denny Denison. He's the principal of Bishop Verot High School. Denny, this is the first episode we're talking to Apple Ed leaders. What are 3 skill sets you think Apple Ed leaders need to really make a difference in the lives of kids?
Hi, Dr. Ziegler. Thanks for letting me be here today. Some things that educators need to be ready and leaders need to be ready to create is a space for collaboration, letting the students work together, letting them become innovative, and really to become problem solvers for the real world, not just college, but being problem solvers of authentic learning.
That is so important because, sadly, in so many schools today, we're preparing kids for a world that doesn't exist anymore. It's sort of antiquated and outdated. And what you talk about is really working and leveraging the digital tools that we have to empower kids to solve today's real world problems. And do you have kids doing that at Bishop Verot?
We do, and it's important to allow those students to find the problems. Don't let the teacher just stand up there and write on the board, this is the problem, solve it. Let them go out. Let them do their social justice and find what the problems are and let them come up with ways to strategize and collaborate and work together and give presentations and possibly even send it on to our leaders.
I love that. Not just problem solvers, but problem finders and getting students that are really finding today's problems and then working to solve them. I think, Denny, why can't today's major world issues be solved by a student? And we need leaders, we need educational leaders who are courageous enough to do the things that Denny does in his school and other leaders to help move kids forward. You talk about innovation and collaboration. Talk a little bit about how you develop a collaborative culture in your school.
It starts from the leadership team. You have to make sure that everyone is on board through professional development with making sure that our vocabulary is the same, that the teachers know that they are not the person in front of the classroom for 45 to 50 minutes on stage. It is the students who are on stage and letting them work together, and the teachers become facilitators to their learning.
And Denny, you're on the Apple Distinguished Schools Advisory Board. Tell us a little bit about what is an Apple Distinguished School?
Apple Distinguished School is a school that is innovative, that uses Apple products, that works in a student-centered environment, that their culture is all about being a team.
And, listeners, we want you to follow this hashtag as we're going to be developing rich resources for educational leaders really to dig in and share and inspire. And one of the pieces with Collaborate, we want to collaborate with you. That's why we need you to share out some great resources on hashtag Apple Ed Leaders, and let's share that out and let's work together collaboratively to inspire students and kids to do awesome things in our schools. Denny, as we close out today, what's one word of advice you would give Apple Ed leaders?
Team. Make sure that your team is on board with you. Make sure that your team is ready to lead the way. Make sure that your team is ready to guide your teachers and support your students in their learning.
Denny, I can't thank you enough for being on Lead the Way today as we kick off the first day, Denny. You're the first guest we ever had on the hashtag Apple Ed Leaders as we get this started. So join me, Denny, and everyone around the world in building up hashtag Apple Ed Leaders. Denny, thanks so much for being on the program.
Thank you. It's humbling to be here.
And don't forget, go to hashtag Apple Ed Leaders and build it up. Let's collaborate to support one another to make a real positive change for kids that makes a long-term difference.
You've been listening to Dr. Bill Ziegler with Lead the Way. If you'd like information about Bill's book, Future Focused Leaders, go to chaselearning.org. That's chaselearning.org. This has been a presentation of Lead the Way with Dr. Bill Ziegler.